Good afternoon. My name is Mark Woodall. I'm the president of Special Risk Insurance Managers in Langley, BC. We're a specialty insurance provider that wishes to partnership with First West Insurance Group going forward to provide assistance in growing both our books of business and developing unique products for the purposes of taking control of the insurance industry here in British Columbia. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. We at Special Risk truly appreciate the opportunity to be in front of you and share with you some of our ideas and our thoughts going forward. As you can see from my attire, I am not in the country at the present time, and thank you for the opportunity to do this by videotape. This is very important to us, and we've developed a theme for our presentation today, and that is partnership. Our theme for today, for our presentation, is partnership. What can we do? How can we assist? And how can we work with First West going forward to develop a partnership to enhance your sales of commercial and personal lines product through all your branches? We're going to break our presentation down into three parts. The first being, we're going to give you a bit of background on Special Risk, who we are, what our capabilities are, and why you should consider partnering with us. Second aspect of our presentation will deal with market assumptions, market conditions. These are something that's very important to look at so that we can get it right. And the third part of our presentation will be an outline of some of the ideas, some of the thoughts that we have going forward on how we can partnership, how we can develop specific insurance products, how we can enhance the relationship and be successful. Now that we've gone through the highlights of our presentation, I'd like to get down to business and start talking about what really matters. What can we do going forward and how we can implement the partnership that we believe that should take place. Now let's get down to business. Let me tell you a bit about Special Risk SRIM. We're the largest privately owned MGA operating today in Canada. Our bureaucracy is minimal. We have two partners, no board of directors. We make all the final decisions going forward with regards to our operation. When we decide to do something, when we decide to be creative, we decide basically by ourselves. If it makes good business sense, we'll go ahead and do it. We're a well-financed, financially strong organization. As Envision is aware, we have in excess of $1 million of capital sitting in with your organization at this time. We've been operating as an organization since 1994. We've got long-standing employees. In fact, we have an employee that's still with us today that was with us when we opened the doors in 1994. Our underwriters, on a whole, average experience levels in excess of 20 years. We're a Valley-based organization just up the street from the First West head office. Our goal as a specialty insurance market is to provide you support to your main markets. It's not our goal to replace your Intacts, your Economicals, your Avivas, or your main market companies. It's our role to support those organizations and provide you a facility for placement of your client's insurance product, when in fact your main markets cannot do that. We want to be creative, we want to be innovative, and we want to work with you, develop products that some of your competitors would be envious of. We've already established and created one of the most proficient online retail systems for brokers. We have a marine insurance product that is online that is utilized by the First West group of companies today that is second to none. One thing that we have done is we've truly evaluated the marketplace, and we do that on a constant and ongoing basis. One thing that we have determined, we want to align, and we do align very well with First West, its organization, and its goals. As an organization, we're one of Lloyd's of London's largest suppliers of business here in Canada. We have their ear. We have the capability of being creative. We have the capability of being innovative, and we want to take that forward with First West as being one of our partners in the creative, innovative world. As you can appreciate in today's market, being finance guys, the organic growth in the insurance market is going to be limited. The growth in the whole GDP is limited. The problem we've got at the present time, insurance companies are overcapitalized. Insurance companies are generating returns on equity in excess of money markets and typical stock market ratios. What we're seeing is a lot of money moving in to insurance companies, overcapitalizing them and forcing them to want to grow. Insurance companies are being very aggressive with their overcapitalization, which is causing some uncertainty and competitiveness in the marketplace. We're also seeing acquisitions by insurers in areas that are new to the industry. We're seeing the number of insurers being reduced on a fairly radical basis year after year. We're seeing retail brokers being reduced as they're being bought up by the larger players seeking premium volume and premium growth increases. Just take British Columbia as a perfect example. We have over 900 retail insurance brokers operating in the marketplace today. Those 900 brokers are owned by about 200 corporate entities. That's showing you that there's multiple locations owned by single owners. We're seeing the Hubs grow, the Johnson Myers grow, and the Westlands grow by acquiring retail brokers paying high rate of return. In the MGA field, we're seeing acquisition costs exceed reasonable and business-like values. The recent purchase by Premier Marine by the Cooperators Insurance Company was a ratio far in excess of what financially made sense. One thing that we've also determined in the marketplace today is the weak will die and the innovative and the creative will be the survivors. We want to be part of the latter group. We also, in looking at the marketplace, understand that online insurance acquisition is going to thrive. All we've got to do is look south to the US market to see that some 50% of personal lines products are purchased either online or directly from the insurance supplier. What we're also seeing is traditional relationships are being trumped by cost savings. A $50 cost savings will ultimately force you to lose your client. We have to make sure that we develop the relationships that the cost saving factor is not as traditionally strong as it may be. We've got to look at product branding as an absolute necessity going forward, and may look at something as creative as a First West insurance homeowner policy. Business acquisition costs for you and for us are growing at a rate in excess of the market pace. What I'm suggesting by this is our cost to acquire a new customer is exceeding and growing every day, while our commissions or our premium income, which controls our commissions, is not increasing and in fact in many cases decreasing. If you look at the commercial market today, prices are some 25% lower today than they were 2 to 3 years ago. The thing that we've got to remember when we analyze that number is that's also a reflection on our commission income, which is our ultimate top line revenue figure. On an overall basis, we have to get creative. We have to look at different ways of tackling this aggressive market. We need to partner going forward to take this market head on and take on our competitors. We need to look at opportunities to create a partnership between our organization Let's talk about our future. Let's talk about how we can be partners. What can we both bring to the table and develop a product or products going forward? What can we do as a team to take on the insurance industry? We can do things, we believe, with credit union members that you may not be able to do from an insurance standpoint. Can we provide the credit union some support with direct marketing, direct solicitation of members, private labeling of products, and enhance the credit union insurance cross-sell relationship? We understand there are restrictions between self-owned organizations, but can the credit union utilize special risk in some unique way to bridge the relationship and work together to develop the organization and develop additional business? As we talked, one of the ways that we need to look at as an organization is online platforms. We've indicated to you that we've already developed some fantastic online platforms for the marine industry, fitness industry, spas, and other lines of business. This has been created for the retail broker. Now we need to create something for the client directly. What about creating a joint venture like cheapboatinsurance.com? Why don't we create an organization that is a joint venture that goes retail, that allows us to pursue the client directly using online systems? This type of venture can be done for any line of business, and it can be a private labeled product. It can be done in virtually any manner. What else can we do? Why doesn't First West look at creating its own in-house managing general agent concept for commercial lines business? Why don't we work with First West to attain its Lloyd's tribunalization and obtain a Lloyd's binding authority agreement for mainstream commercial type business? Lloyd's typically pays 25 to 27% commission depending on the extent of work that's done by the cover holder. In most cases, you're receiving 20% commission from your mainstream markets. By enhancing the commissions through Lloyd's, developing strategic methods for delivering of the product, you can add 1 to 2% to your bottom line by doing things more efficiently and within your control. The MGA system can grant you underwriting authority. That underwriting authority will allow you to make in-house decisions on binding of insurance products instantly. It'll give you control over rate, coverages, limits, and other factors that can enhance your position in the marketplace and give you that leading edge advantage. By obtaining a Lloyd's binding authority, you can expand your commercial writings and be in a position to control the decision making on much of the business provided. First West will be in a position to provide additional lines of business and providing a full service ability to the credit union member and all members at large. As I outlined to you at the outset, SRIM, Special Risk, is a very strong company within the marketplace. Our concepts are proven. We've gone from $7 million of premium income 7 years ago to in excess of $50 million today. We experience 15 to 20% annual growth. We're building strong relationships in the marketplace today, and we're looking to build that, enhance that relationship with First West. We're extremely aggressive in the marketplace, and one thing that we can say to all the brokers that we deal with, and we are selective with who we deal with, we are there for you, and we want to be there for First West and its partners going forward. Thank you for listening to me and listening to the presentation and the highlights that we propose. We truly believe that there is partnership capabilities between First West and Special Risk. I'd like to now pass it off to Brita and Tom to answer any questions that you may have, provide any additional points that you may need, and work with you to give you further thought on how we can move forward. I think I now hear my name being called on the Lido deck, and I'd like to thank you for your time as it's time for me to leave. Thanks very much.